like
Yeah,
that.
what's up, y'all? What's up? Good to see you. What's up, my brother?
How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yeah, welcome out, everybody. Hope you're having a great Tuesday.
Simmons.
Radio. And it's featuring my man, Bo, and myself, Terry, man.
Hey, welcome everybody out. Thank y'all for joining. Thank y'all for checking this out. This is our third episode of Tu-Shay-De Radio. Featuring
Third episode, baby.
Third episode of the Bo and Terry Show. How y'all doing today, man? Checking this out.
Yeah.
First part of the show is our first segment. And let me see if I can.
We need to talk about that mask you got on, but we need to start talking about where you get that weak ass mask from.
Man, my mask built better than yours. Look at your body, man.
Why you always why you even got it on if you're gonna just wear it around your neck like a broke herringbone?
Why is your background look like you need to clean? Clean?
Because I got a lot of shit, and it's a little ass house, nigga. I live in a 8 foot by 8 foot whole house. Whole house fitting 16 square feet.
You said your whole house. I bet it do, man.
Look, I mean, I could touch my bed. That's my bed right there, and the kitchen over there. Same shit, nigga.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, your whole house is terrible. Look at it.
Nigga, you ain't even at your house. You at a whole nother nigga crib. Talk about somebody's house, nigga. That weak ass lineup you did on that mustache, nigga. That shit crooked than a motherfucker.
You jumped in it too early, but you know what? This is our segment. You know what? I fucked that up. It ain't.
Yeah, you did. Just like you fucked up that lining, nigga. At least your teeth white, black ass. I give you that much.
Hey,
boy brushed his teeth today.
Why your glasses looking stupid as you do?
Because you don't understand high fashion. You know, wait, tell me again about my Gucci glasses. What did you say again about how stupid Gucci glasses look, my nigga? I just want to make sure you check your hate.
What's up, Karina? What's up, Star? What's up, Sheree? Hey, what's up?
What up with you, Stone?
We in our first segment. Our first segment literally is called Get 'em. Yeah. So I'm finna burn. Look at his ass. He looked like
you would be able to burn somebody because you're the same color as
what? Let me finish, stupid.
Finish, you little black motherfucker.
Yeah, I bet ain't nothing real in that whole picture. Your glasses, your mustache, the hat, it all come off together.
That's true. You're right. But what is real is that you would be able to burn a nigga because you're the same color as charcoal. Okay? You're a fire starter. That's your issue, nigga. Why you sit up for somebody to strike a match across your face? Why
you dressed like a fat burglar? I'm gonna call you the hamburger.
All right.
Hamburger body ass.
Why you make your mask out of your girl favorite pair of panties, nigga? You ain't slick. I know what you're doing. You gonna cut the back out your girl drawers, pleat it up, and try to turn it into a mask, nigga. You ain't slick.
Man, I got the thong mask on. That's too bad ain't a mask built for that mouth of yours. You're hungry.
Well, that's true. All right, I give you that. That's true, man. But apparently you can't keep that mask on more than 3 seconds with that throat you got, nigga. Apparently your throat stinks.
If you don't clean your house, next time we go on air.
Hey, man, I don't give a. You think I care? It's clean enough. What I got on? Oh yeah, my fault. I had a little project I was working on, a little glue gun out and shit. You wouldn't know nothing about real work, nigga.
Hey, take your auntie sweater off and tell her to iron that collar on that shirt.
Ain't no iron in this collar, first of all. Nigga, it's made wrinkle. Again, you don't know nothing about fashion. That's why you. Who are you wearing today, Robert? Who are you wearing today, Robert?
Something I made.
I can tell.
Terribleness. What about that hat?
This hat ain't shit. I can't defend this hat. This hat ain't shit.
That hat.
But why look like somebody hold on to the back of your? What'd you say?
That hat. He said ass mask. Forget you, kids. I got an ass mask on. Yeah, I got it. It's a little.
Listen here, LeBron hairline having ass nigga. How you gonna talk about? You need to go put a hat on with that snatch back hairline you got. It looked like somebody pulling on your ponytail in the back, nigga.
Hey, you sound good. You sound good with your little jokes. All I
do trying to buy time. Yeah, man, you sound good. I like that little joke you did right there.
You sound real good, man. I know you sound real good with the little jokes, boy. But why you look like a fat Papa Smurf? Like, what the hell you got on? Body ass. Everybody always asks you what you got on.
Listen, I look like Stimpy. You look like Ren. We already know what's happening here. All right? Yeah. This is the real life Ren and Stimpy, nigga.
Yeah, you ain't never lying. We the real life Ren and Stimpy. Hey, man.
What up, Menzo? I see you.
Hey, what up, Menzo? He said snatch back. What up, Karina? All my people checking there. How y'all doing, man? Irvin, wait a minute.
That's how that nigga hairline built. That's how his barber cut his hair. He grabbed it back. His prime coating went out. God damn it. See, this nigga got to do better, man.
Man, you ain't never lying.
You got to use the Wi-Fi at Keon crib. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe that's me.
It ain't working over here. Hey, you know what? It's almost time for our next segment. Thank y'all for checking in. Our next segment is hot button topics of the day. Let's go with our hot button topics, guys. So, hot button topic of the night. Do you guys know what's going on in the news? If you don't, I am fin to tell you. And fin is not a word. Is it? Is fin a word? Is it? What Shay-De go? You don't hear me no more? You done? I think he left. I don't know. So, well, our hot button topic of the week until everybody come back is gig workers in Illinois are being are able to get unemployment now. So, hey, guys, hey, if you're a gig worker, you making that money, you can get this unemployment right now if you need it. So check it out, Illinois. I know this was a topic Shay-De was talking about earlier, and I think he's back. And I know he was talking about it earlier. He said Finna is. I don't know where he is. I think he got that Boost mobile phone. So I don't know why his prime code ain't coming in. So I'm gonna hide him for a second until he come back. You know how it be. So how about topic, everybody? Check this out. So now, if you are a worker, if you are a comedian, if you are a waitress, if you are a wait staff, what up, Martini Harris? How's it going, brother? If you are a wait staff, then you can essentially apply for unemployment now in Illinois. So hey guys, we got Eddie back. Let's bring him in because technically this was a topic that came from him from California. Yeah. Because our hot button topic was in California, they wasn't allowing people like us to apply for unemployment because they act like we wasn't paying taxes when we were. So how you feel about that, Shay-De?
I don't pay taxes, so I don't really care. To be honest with you. But for the people that do pay taxes, they are allowing us to, allowing artists, meaning, not just comedians, but singers, dancers, painters, anybody who's in the arts, they're allowing you to go ahead and file for unemployment. The problem I've been seeing with this is the unemployment place or EDD here in California is overwhelmed as it is. So they waited until they started facilitating all the other orders. And then it was like, all right, cool. Yeah, we'll get to y'all too. And there's no way for you to even call in to get your EDD benefit. So they said it, but it is really just, some BS though. They just doing that to make us not freak out and start looting.
But that's in Cali and in Chicago, Illinois right now, you can, as of Monday, we can file for unemployment. So I'm going to try to file again. I'm already... I'm gonna try to find
everything is wrong with the system right now. See, this is why can't nobody get through to the EDD. Those greedy niggas is job.
Hey man, it ain't my fault, man. I'm doing what Donald Trump told me to do, man. Okay,
yeah, be smart. That's what I'm doing. Donald Trump said he ain't paid taxes. He was smart.
Yeah, he was a genius for that. Hey,
didn't work out in my favor.
Hey, I'm trying to do the same thing. All I'm saying is, gig workers in Illinois, go ahead, try to fill out for the unemployment. If you can't do it, let us know. We'll get at the government for you, try to see if we can get y'all popping. Look, right now, waitresses and bartenders and all y'all fill out in Illinois, get that money because they done took it for you already. What up, Menzo? What up, Mark?
Yeah, it's gonna take months. You ain't lying, but yeah, you need to apply right now. Even though they say just gotta get on the phone, wait on the phone, apply right now, stay there, call the next day, because it's still gonna take a long time for them to start even paying out some of this money. So get in line.
Okay, so look, our second hot button topic of the day is
took 74 days for them to charge the father and son with the murder, and they're still just charged with murder. They haven't been found guilty, but it took them 74 days to even bring that up to the spotlight, for it to even come into the eyes of the police, man. And that's just, to be honest with you, it's uncalled for. Now, I know right now, if I live in Menlo Park and somebody break in my crib and run down my driveway and I shoot them in the back, I guarantee you I'm going to jail that night. I might get out, but I guarantee you I shoot somebody, I'm going to jail that night. And I seriously doubt they won't try to take it to trial, black or white. So I just thought it was real interesting that it took them, almost 3 months, well, 2.5 months to even say that they might be guilty. That's some bullshit, man.
It took 3 months for them, and that's because apparently this guy was a prosecutor, and it had to be filmed. If that brother hadn't showed that film, they probably would still be free.
Straight up.
Straight out murder. I don't care how you look at it, how you justify. If somebody's stealing, no matter what, it's no cause for murder. I know a lot of times people do it. In other countries, they'll chop your hands off or whoop you with a cane or whatever.
But we don't do that shit.
But even if he was, I ain't saying he was. Even if he was, if he had stole everything, you don't gun nobody down. And I guarantee you, not one of us can gun down any other lighter color. Not me. I'm too dark. I don't care. I can't even gun down.
You guilty for murders you ain't even committed yet. You so black.
I can't even put down the stoplight, and they gonna come get me right now. So all I'm saying is it was straight murder. I'm glad they got him. And what I also want to say is that the governor down there been taking pictures with this guy. You know what I'm saying? So apparently he got some friends in high places. So
but I mean, they're former police officers or something like that. So that's another reason why they felt like they could take the law into their own hand, man. But look. I know this much. I know if I would have been caught on video shooting some white dude, I don't care if he robbed everything in my house, I'd have been in jail. If somebody break into your house and then say they're trying to break in through your skylight and they fall into your house and break their leg, they can sue you.
They can sue you.
So you're going to sit here and tell me you can run up out your crib, chase somebody down in a car, but we already know it's bull. You know what I mean? We already know it's just, some more racist shit going on down there in Georgia. We know that's what it is. The thing is, I'm really looking forward to seeing is how is this really going to play out in court? I want to know what's going to happen when they do get their day in court, because honestly, I think they're going to walk on it. I'm going to be straight up with you. Maybe not completely walk, but I bet you they're going to take it down to manslaughter or something like that. Because they got that little...
That's terrible, man.
Because, they put that little video up of Buddy in the house. But like I posted on somebody else's timeline. All right, so he did walk into a house that was vacant, that was being constructed. There is an entire segment on YouTube dedicated to little white kids and little Asian kids going into abandoned houses with cameras and filming them.
Yeah, exactly. Or tearing them up.
And tearing them up too. Most of the time they're good.
Tearing them up.
Yeah, so I don't understand why, even if he did do that in broad daylight, it wasn't like this was going on at 6, 7, 9 o'clock, whatever, when it was dark. It was happening in broad daylight. He walked in, he walked out. I've done this multiple times in my life as a business developer. I mean, you know how many times I walked in and out of the club when I was building it before it was done? Nobody knew I was the person who had the lease.
Right.
So it doesn't, you know what I'm saying? I went to go visit houses that I want to, maybe rent or something like that. I might pipe in the code because I know the real estate agent and go check the house out. So for them to just take that and say, oh, it's a black dude, that must be the thief, let's kill him. That right there is premeditated murder.
That's crazy, man. And it's an unfortunate thing that we even have to deal with stuff like this in this day and age still. You know what I'm saying? We haven't got over, you ain't even thought about the fact that you just took a shotgun and your child. A shotgun and your child.
Man.
Do what? You know what I'm saying? Why would you do that? The only outcome is what you expecting him to just lay down and wait for the police so that you finna make some kind of citizen's arrest?
Good luck with that. You know what I'm saying? Good luck with that.
Unfortunately, man, in this day and age, we still have to deal with this, but we all have to do our part by standing up. And the people of Georgia marched and they stood up and they did what they needed to do to get this guy put in jail. And Steve saying all he gonna get is probation. And
probably, maybe if they get that. But one thing I do like is the fact that down there in Georgia, if I'm not mistaken, like the Black Panthers or Black Lives Matter, I'm not sure. Somebody checked me on that. Went to their house and stood outside of their house. You know what I mean? Like show some type of solidarity, man. And I mean, with a lot of other people this weekend, went out and ran through the neighborhoods and walked through the neighborhoods and rode their bikes. I jumped on a skateboard and, we did our 2+ miles. I did 225. I think we were supposed to do 212 or something. But, just to kind of show it. And people like, that's stupid. Why are we doing that? It's to show solidarity, man. As soon as we stop paying attention, that's when they start getting away with stuff like this. The more and more we start recording, the more and more the world sees what's happening to the black people here in America, the less they're going to have the opportunity, or at least maybe they'll second guess themselves next time before they do so. It was the Black Panther group. Thank you, Menzo. Appreciate that. Yeah, you too, Kristen. Thank you. Because, I thought that was big. You know what I mean? And that's what it comes down to, man. Look, the world just collapsed. Black people going to have to start policing themselves.
Right.
We got to stop depending on any of these people to look out for us, man. Because at the end of the day, nobody's looking out for us, not even ourselves. So I'm glad we still had a Black Panther Party around. You know what I mean? Somebody and other militias as well that's around in Georgia, too, that's trying to protect our neighborhoods.
Yeah, that's a blessing, man. And that was this week in our hot button topics. I know that they was armed to the T. I saw something that said just quick that they didn't want to be represented like Black Panthers. They had a whole nother name. I don't remember the name, but want to respect that and say, hey, y'all did y'all thing and y'all get much love from Chicago here, and we with you
and from California,
stand with it, and we all together and we down for the cause all day, every day. So.
Because the thing is, they better realize, man, they know that we wild, first of all, but they tried to stop our direction. They tried to stop our direction. They locked up all the leaders, right? They killed or they locked up every leader we had. What they're going to mess around is going to find out it's a leader they don't know about that's going to get this thing cracking. And if it really comes down to it, y'all know how wild we are.
Yeah.
Don't give us a reason. And they're giving us reasons.
They're giving us too many reasons. So, again, y'all keep watching out for your peoples. Keep watching out for your peoples. Y'all keep your eyes open and your ears open. And y'all do what you got to do. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about my hairline. Don't recede like this lining. Get in the fight.
Don't be pulling back. You need to push forward.
Get in the fight, bro.
His hairline got pushed back. Y'all need to push back. Just like that hairline need to push back. All the way back. Just let it go. You in your Jordan years, bro. I don't know why you still hold on to that little front lining. Why?
Hey man,
you all look. Hold your chin up. Just hold your chin up a little bit. Just hold your chin up.
They call Corona hairstyles.
Ain't no damn Corona hairstyle. Nothing. Hold your chin up. When you hold up your chin, you look bald headed anyway.
It's the COVID dude. Shut up, Steve. Shut up. So,
shut up.
I mean, our last hot button topic is not really a hot button topic, but what we want to do is give shout outs to all the mothers, all the baby mamas, all of the people who take care of children, all of the mothers of kittens and dogs and snakes. Y'all try to pretend like
no, they don't count. They don't count. You gotta have a real baby. I don't care. No, dog mama. No.
Today for them is strippers. Today the stripper day and the people who got like cats and dogs.
No, this is baby Mother's Day.
Oh, I thought that was yesterday.
Nah, you gotta take a day off, man. You can't rush right over there. You gotta take off the next day.
Ain't the baby mama a regular mama?
Nah, it's the difference now.
She don't act like a mama.
Yeah, she don't act like a baby mama. You know better. But she can be a mother as long as she's a mother. But it's also mothers, and then it's just baby mamas. Baby mamas ain't worth 2 rusty quarters.
Hey, look, I'm just saying, look, happy Mother's Day, y'all.
He said.
And apparently somebody
why you bringing up old shit? First of all, that was last Sunday. That was last week.
Say nothing. But look, happy Mother's Day, happy baby mama's day, happy side chick day. Whatever day it is that you a mother and you got some kids and you had to deal with them because y'all been with them. Y'all probably sitting with them. Happy Mother's Day. And to you fathers who mothers done skipped out, happy Mother's Day. And then look, for real, shout out, because Shady, I know, like, your mom is my mom. That's mom right there. And mother's not here. This was a hard
real talk.
This is a really difficult week for those people who mama is not here. So all you friends who got friends who mama's not here, y'all need to show them a little extra love and understand that they probably not talking to you because it's rougher for them Well, we over here.
Yeah, that might be why I'm a little mad today talking about Mother's Day. I was like, I don't want to talk about that. But I feel you're right. That's why I got a little angst. Because I
know. So just I wanted to do that for you guys who you know, y'all mother still love y'all. She's still in y'all as long as y'all here, she here. So
100.
And most of my friends, y'all know what I'm talking about. Love y'all, man. God bless y'all.
Man.
And when we all get together, we all gonna see each other again. But that was our hot butt topic of the day. And
happy Mother's Day to all the mothers and the baby mamas. For real, no joking. Happy Mother's Day. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I know it was tough. How did y'all feel having Father's Day for Mother's Day for the first time in history?
Good question. How did
because this the first time
for Mother's Day? Happy Mother's Day.
Because y'all had Father's Day for Mother's Day. Y'all ain't do. I mean, y'all was at the crib. You know, that's how they do us. Come by and drop off some chicken.
Mizzo said, "Bet you next time they gonna strike and they find out."
Yeah, better damn right.
Yeah.
Do that. That's nice.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. We changing the game, man. I'm trying to tell people, look, this show here, Shady Radio, we bringing in people. Mizzo, happy Mother's Day. Yeah, we showing out and we showing in. Even Ken Starr laughed at one of our jokes. You know, they laughing.
He don't be laughing at nothing. But
you know what I'm saying? So we doing we here. We here, y'all. So look.
Cool.
That's our hot button topic of the day. And right now, we finna move into our next segment, and that is this spotlight. And because he being a sucker and he don't want to show his face.
Yeah, he ain't gonna even answer the phone now.
Yeah, no, right now he finna be mad at me. But
yeah, we got Lori Lightfoot. Lori Lightfoot is joining us on the show today. It is a real pleasure and an honor. Nah, man, this is my man Mark Simmons. Where's the real picture at, though, man? Show the real picture. They don't know that. They look like one of the.
Yeah,
I don't know who they look like. I don't look like it. What a real picture is. See, this is what happened when you smoke weed and you're the editor and the producer and the director.
No, see what happened was
beginning of every lie.
Yeah, see what shit.
He said Steve said he gave his wife some socks for Mother's Day. Yeah. Welcome to Father's Day.
Hey, that's how you do it. You got to give your wife some socks for Mother's Day. Hold on, let me get this picture up.
While are you getting the picture, man? Let me go ahead and explain who the first guest that we have calling in today. Let me go ahead and tell you about this brother, man. When I first came up in the game in Chicago, there was a few people that were at the top of the game in Chicago, and this brother was definitely one of them. He's appeared in multiple TV shows. He's been in multiple movies, man. He's touring the world right now. Well, he was until the cruise ship stopped. You know what I'm saying? You might have seen him on your last big cruise. You might have seen him at your last comedy club or comedy show that you watched on TV, man. The brother's a legend, not just in Chicago, but just in the game, man. One of the funniest brothers I know. You might have seen him in Barbershop 2. You might have seen him Martin Lawrence's First Amendment. You might have seen, well, he got a list of credits that we're going to go through. But I just want y'all to understand that when we bring people on this show, we're trying to bring people that, for one, you should know. And if you don't know, you better know them after this show. Because these are some of the funniest people that I know. And trust me, we know a lot of funny people, man. So without further ado, we want to go ahead and introduce my man. You ready, Bo?
Yeah.
Give it up.
Mark Simmons, man. Hey.
Mr. Mark Simmons. Damn, he black? Oh, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
That's that dude.
Yeah, that's that dude right there.
That's that guy.
We gonna play his first clip as we get him on the phone, and then y'all check out my man's Mark Simmons. Like, actually, what I want to do before we play this clip, because you know, like Terry said, like Mark is one of those dudes who, like, if he your boy, he your boy. Man, always down for his people, and I hadn't seen him in years, and I had got on the cruise ship with my wife. And this fool was the headliner. He was at the bar. Right? Walk up to the bar, and he's sitting there, and he was like, "Lousy." I knew exactly who the hell it was.
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, pause. Anytime you hear a Chicago comic call somebody lousy, they got it from
this guy right here. Yeah. So like Chicago beast, Chicago legend. We talking about. Like you said, he was on barbershops, all of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, getting his hair cut, all of them. He still ain't kept that cut yet, but he was in all of them. I
wouldn't be talking about nobody haircut today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, So he was the winner of the MGD Comedy Search.
Yes, sir.
Winner, champion comedy with Martin Lawrence. Look, let me just play this clip, y'all. Y'all check out the amazing, the incomparable Mark Simmons.
Let's go.
Hey, Terry, what you doing? I can't hear you, man. Is you on mute?
Muted. Hold on. Yeah, I got you. I'm back now. My fault.
Hey, we got Mark in the building. Can you hear us, Mark?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. What's up, buddy?
Oh, damn technology, a motherfucker, ain't it?
Hey, it's crazy, ain't it? Hey, I ain't mad at you. You
What's
look like
good?
you
What's
look
good
like
with you, Mark?
Hey, what up, lousy?
Hey, that's what we was just saying. Like, if anybody in Chicago ever heard or said the word lousy, it came from you.
Yeah, that is my joint. And I just want to correct you. I didn't win the MGD comedy search. I came in second. Martini won.
Oh, well, you lying on your website because your website said you won.
Nah, I think it say I was runner up.
Oh,
well, you know, Two-Face don't really read everything. He just can't.
I forgot he is from Harvey by way of Robbins.
Hey, your little ass legs. I knew you ain't never ran for nothing. So hey, so Mark, look, I just want to say that, like, we only invite people on the show that we try to highlight and spotlight, and truly, you have a blessing in my life. I just want to say thank you, brother, for being a dope, awesome dude and being real, and creating a lot of cliches that people don't even think about, man. You know, if I ever call me Cal Barker, I know it's you. Goddamn it! Damn,
I ain't heard. I forgot that, bro.
Right. But see, I always mess with y'all because y'all came in the game and y'all took the game serious.
Yeah.
And then y'all came in, y'all built your own lane. It wasn't nobody comedy, young black comedy duo.
Yeah.
Remember, I used to always tell you, man, y'all need to get back together.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Well, we here now, baby.
I know. Yeah. Two ugly motherfuckers on stage at the same time.
No, that's Key and Peele, bro.
Yeah,
I know a lot of people confuse us because they took most of our shit and made millions, but no, that's them. We was pretty niggas.
There's that change.
Right.
Hey, now, Mark.
Yeah.
Hey, Mark, I got a question for you real quick. I don't know if that's cool, Face. I got a question.
Yeah, definitely. We got to get them while we got them.
Now, you have been a part of some epic roast battles. Now, we just messing around because we on the radio show. I don't even like picking fights with Mark because Mark one of them dudes, man. But what's one of your favorite roast battles with like a comedian some of these people might know, man? Like, what's an epic roast battle that you had in the last, the time you've been doing comedy?
Dude, anybody you could think of, I done roasted against.
Off top. Just give us one. Just give us one good one.
One really good one.
One night, me, myself, Kenny Isle, and Schofield went at it.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, we went at it.
Man, I can't even imagine how long that went.
Dude, it went all night.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we don't know how to stop.
So who won? Who won?
We went from in the club to in the car. And then I think we went back to somebody's crib. That's when my man Adon was alive. We went back to Adon's crib and we were still roasting.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, man. Because, bro, every time people ask me about Chicago comedy, you know what I bring up, Mark?
What?
Giovanni's Lobby.
Man.
Oh, you had to come. When you walked in that lobby, you better have your sword out.
Yeah.
On top, bro. Man, I walked in there one time, man. I just saw Corey look me up and down. Corey Holcomb, big homie, just looked me up and down, bro. I just turned around and walked out. I ain't dealing with that dude.
As soon as you walked in there, Corey and Jeff B was posted up. Like Jeff B, no matter what you had on, he'd be like, "Yeah, dog, that shirt ain't shit."
Ain't shit, y'all. Yeah, man, that's all you had to get a little set. That set wasn't shit.
Right?
Ain't shit.
Dude, as soon as you walked in that lobby, it was on, and you had to be ready.
Yeah, man, I missed them days, bro. But we got some bigger days ahead of us, man. But them was some good times, man. I'm glad I came up underneath y'all, man, and got to learn from y'all. Straight up.
I got 2 questions. First one is, who won the Rose Battle? I really want to know that, because that's 3.
Who won what?
Who won between you, Schofield, and Kenny Howe? Actually, I got a bet. I bet it was Schofield, because he seemed like he just never quits. It's like, even if you get him, he's like, he gonna keep going. So who won?
Dude, I murdered them niggas.
Yeah, I knew you was gonna say that. I
knew that was gonna be the answer. So I murdered them.
They had nothing coming.
They had nothing.
Yeah, man.
So
Tony a target, but Kenny a monster too, bro. But Tony a target, he get
dude. Kenny the one that brought me in the game.
Yeah.
Okay. For y'all don't know, we talk about Kenny Howe, man, another amazing comedian out of Chicago, man. If you don't know him, get to know him, man.
Legend. Definitely.
Right,
yeah.
for all of us when we started, because dude, when I started, it was this was the lineup of niggas who started with me. So that's why everybody's so tight, because you had to be on yours just to get some stage time on the mic.
Yes, sir.
Okay, when I started, D-Ray started, Leon Rogers, Marlon Mitchell, J Deep, Muhammad.
Damn.
Who else was with us?
Oh, you said Leon, right? Because Leon was in that.
Yeah, I said Leon. Frank Townsend.
Oh yeah, you had it. They had it. Y'all had
Alex Ortiz, Ray Lepowski.
Okay. Man. I don't love the roast.
Triflin was around there.
Triflin. I just saw him in LA last year, right before the lockdown, bro. I saw Triflin right before the lockdown at the Improv in Hollywood.
Oh, J Deep was in our crew. So, yeah, dude, it was like mad competition. Marcus Combs.
Man.
Okay. Was Godfrey? Godfrey was still in Chicago too, then, right?
Yeah, but Godfrey started before us.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, Godfrey started with like Kenny and Schofield and Dion and them cats.
Okay, so you right behind them.
Okay. Them was in, like Godfrey and Dion. No, Godfrey, Kenny Howe, Schofield, Damon, all of James Hanna, all of them was around the same time. Then Dion came in after them.
Wow.
Okay.
And then we came in after
what I found out is because like I found out some crazy stuff, man, talking with Godfrey one time. That Godfrey is the one that pushed Corey Holcomb to get on stage. Did you ever hear that?
Wow.
Yeah, dude. Here go a funny story. I was there the first time. It might not have been the first time, but around one of the first times Corey went on stage. This is when Diane used to do comedy at the Click.
Comedy Click, yes, sir.
Right. Okay, and dude, I wasn't even doing comedy then, so this had to be around like 94. This when Kenny Howe was on the Def Jam tour, and dude, Kenny Howe, then like him, Adele, and Bernie was like king of Black Chicago comedy.
Right, yes.
Yeah. Kenny Howe coming there, so Diane got Kenny Howe hosting. So Corey sitting there looking at Kenny like, dude, he looking at Kenny like Kenny is Michael Jordan. You feel me? so dude, so he like, man, you gonna bring me on stage? Kenny like, yeah, man, I got you. I'm gonna bring you up. Man, Corey go up there and die the deaths of 1,000 deaths.
Damn. Hey, dude, we all gotta die at least once.
Right, dude, Kenny Howe went back on stage and commenced to roasting the shit out of Corey for about 10 minutes, dog. But Corey came back.
He can't let it slide.
Right back next week.
Did you fall?
You dropped the
You know.
drop the phone in that chicken pot.
Yo, I'm here.
I hope it ain't hit that pot. I know you're over there cooking.
See, that's what happened when you got consumer cellular. That's for 50 and older. So that's
I know you prime co-having motherfuckers ain't talking.
I got boost, nigga. So I ain't ashamed.
Nigga, that's a step up from cricket.
that is only a step
nigga,
up
that's
from
grasshopper. Yeah, that's cricket, we grasshopper, nigga. Same shit.
Nigga, you get your motherfucking cell phone from Limu Emu, motherfucker.
And Doug.
and Doug lousy ass.
Doug lousy.
That's why you dropped the phone with them little ass Burger King hands you got, nigga. That's the problem. You need a little kid phone or something.
That's why Rana Lopez looking for a skull cap you got on.
I know you ain't talking with that blouse we looking at you wearing on Martin Lawrence Presents, nigga. You got shoulder pads in that shirt.
Nigga, where you get a karate uniform hoodie from, motherfucker?
God damn.
Yeah.
Got it from your mama dojo, nigga. You know your mama kicking like karate, nigga. I got it from your dojo.
Kicking like karate. Hell no.
Hey man, Mark, seriously, your brother, man. Hey, I know. Look, this is all fun. We want to keep the show going because I know you're a busy brother, man. Even though we on lockdown, man. But I just wanted to say, man, for real, man, I really do appreciate you coming on here and doing this show with us.
But he's not done yet. We not done with it yet.
I mess with y'all.
I know. You trying to kick him off because he roasted your little sweater. But don't worry. No, we good. Your sweater.
You got on two shirts and both of them too little. How you got on two tiny shirts?
Hey man, hey, check this out. The next time y'all get me on here, and y'all got 6 viewers, I'm gonna smack the shit out both y'all.
Hey, you
all right?
That's only.
I'm 6'3", so I ain't worried, nigga.
You not
come get it.
Face.
If you showed your face, we'd have had 16 viewers.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Hey, I'm gonna show all my viewer comments now because they roasted your ass. I just ain't showed them.
Oh yeah, they over here getting him in the comments. I ain't even peep. They said he falling and can't get up.
Yeah. Hey, but look though, Mark. Well, before we get you out of here, we gonna show one more clip.
Yeah.
That you get it. And then we gonna talk to you about it afterwards, and then you can go and finish.
Okay, what clip y'all showing? Because I don't be seeing this shit.
I'm seeing Martin Lawrence first.
Okay, story behind that one.
Hey, okay, yeah, we'll talk about it after the clip. Yeah, I got questions for that one.
Okay, cool.
All right.
And see, when I moved to New York, man, I didn't know how expensive it was to live in New York. Like, my apartment in New York is this right here. In the hood, $1,200 a month. Right, I got a 2-bedroom studio. Think about it, that shit funnier than that. An apartment came with mice. But one thing I learned, New York mice are disrespectful. Like, I grew up in the hood in Chicago. We had a mouse or two growing up, but Chicago mice are respectful. They understand the rules. They know if I'm in the house, stay your ass in the wall. When I leave, you can come out, frolic and play, have a good time, eat a few crackers. I know you get hungry in the wall. But when I get back home, get your ass back in the wall. Not New York mice. These disrespectful mice felt we moved into their apartment. I came home one night, I had a little date. I walk in my bedroom, it's 7 mice laying in my bed watching DVDs. I open the door, they like, shut the fuck up, this is Ratatouille, shut the fuck up, yo. I'm like, all of them have to die tonight. So we went out and got a cat. Oh, the little cat shut shit down. This little cat was a gangster. Cause see, we ain't get one of them little punk cats from the animal shelter with all the problems. We got our cat off the streets of Brooklyn. Oh, this little cat meant business. He came in, he had on a little New York Yankee fitted hat. He had on a do-rag. He was like, yo, son, word to my fourth life, nigga. I'm gonna murder all these mice. He'll bring the mice in the room like, is this one of them niggas? Thought you said you was a fucking hamster, nigga. I was fucking. So the cat got so bad, we had to get a dog on his ass. And the dog got so bad, we started leaving Chinese food menus around, so he chilled out. Some of y'all, okay, y'all getting it late? No. Somebody like, dogs like for Chinese food? I didn't know they ate egg rolls. Is it GED night, motherfuckers? Get y'all shit together. Y'all making us look bad, Chicago. The whole country gonna see like they dumb as hell in Chicago.
Martin Lawrence presents First Amendment Stand-Up.
Yeah,
wow,
yes, sir.
That was amazing, bro.
Oh, thanks, dog.
Hey, man,
Yeah.
you are a legend, brothers, for real.
All right, let me go first, man, because y'all shot that in Chicago, right? That was at the Regal?
Yeah, that was at the Chicago Theater downtown.
I meant Chicago. Yeah, I meant Chicago Theater. That's what I meant. God, rest in peace to the Regal.
You said the wrong thing.
But yeah, man. So I know you filmed that show in Chicago, and that had to be dope, man, to be on a show like that, you know, at the crib. But what was your favorite recording? Like out of all, because you've been on TV a lot, man. So what was your favorite recording, you think?
Dude, my favorite probably was BET Comedy View, the first year they did it in New Orleans.
Oh, yes, sir. I remember that vividly.
Right. Right. That was Wildcat. That was Wildcat first time on TV. Yeah, that shit was dope.
Yeah, that was dope. We was all there.
Yeah, we was all there. That was my first time ever on a TV stage. Ever.
Right.
You know
and that crowd was on fire the whole time.
Man, New Orleans was cracking, bro.
Right.
And we was kicking it.
Hey, I went to New Orleans and I was on TV more than most of y'all.
That's true. This dude was on there every night.
Right. I remember. I forgot y'all was all in the audience. I forgot that shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was a fun year. That was the year. That was Bruce first year too, right? Yep. First year hosting.
Was he the host? Yeah.
Yeah, Bruce was the host. Because I remember we went out to eat. Hey, look, Bo, you remember that? She said, mine to go Don B. We knew she was showing up. Look, hey, Bo. Hey, Mark, you could probably attest to this too, man. We went out to eat, and Bruce was in the restaurant with us, right? And this is my first year. I had never been around no, like, celebrity comics or nothing, man, so I'm trying to be cool, you know, other than y'all, and I'm trying to be cool. And I remember I saw him order food for the whole table, and I was like, damn, man, that's some boss shit. And then he finished ordering and said, yeah, now y'all go ahead and get what y'all want. This nigga ordered 8. He ordered 8 dinners.
Oh, dude,
I saw it.
He was sitting backstage under a fan.
Yeah, it was.
Because his big ass was so hot.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, man, but those were some good years, man. But yeah, doing Martin Lawrence, have you I know that was his First Amendment stand-up or whatever, man, you know, and I always had a lot of respect for Martin, man. And I was just curious, because I've never asked you this, man. Who are some of your favorite comedians now and when you started?
Well, when I started, you know, it was people like Richard Pryor, Red Fox, you know, usual people like that. But you know, now some of my favorites is that's like, you know, most like the cats I'll be working with, like to me, dude, Mike Epps had the best Netflix special out of the Netflix specials I've seen so far.
Okay.
Like everybody be yelling, Chappelle, dude, Mike Epps. His special, dude, had me in tears from beginning to end, you know?
Yeah. No, 100%.
Right. So you know, it's just a lot of my peers is funny to me. Like Tony Roberts for sure.
Yes, sir.
Right, you know, right, Tony is always funny. My 2 roommates in New York, Marshall Brandon and Artie Robb, both of them cats.
Hilarious.
Marshall,
Right.
yeah.
So,
Marshall came to Chicago this year. He was hilarious. Yeah.
right. You know, so there's a bunch of people. You know, Don always funny. Like,
Yeah.
like a lot of people don't know about Don, but Don will destroy a room.
Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all was like the worst 1-2 combination, man. You come in, use the Rebel, tearing it down, Mark Simmons, the Rebel, and then she smack it down too. It was crazy, man. But we were spoiled, man. I don't even think we understood what we was dealing with when we had everybody.
All right, so y'all came up at a good time, and you know,
did.
Chicago comics. If they see you serious, they're gonna show you love.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
Man. No doubt. And it was lessons, man. You know what like now I'm kind of the OG. You know what I'm saying? Now me and Bo been around for a minute, and like I'm out here in California and I'm dealing with new cats. And I mean, they don't take it seriously. Like you said, they just out here trying to be funny, but they're not working on their art. They ain't really working. Some of them are. I'm not saying everybody, but some
right, a lot of
cats don't
them
really, you know what I'm saying?
They caught up in the hype of it.
Exactly. Right. You know, we were students of the game. Right. You know, that's what it was always about.
Exactly, dog.
So I got a question for you, Mark. How long have you been playing Isaac of the Love Boat? And how long are you gonna keep playing? No, seriously though. How did you go from like doing these cruise ships? Because I know that's a rigorous schedule. A lot of people don't realize that that's really hard work. And that's a really rigorous schedule you on, and you always away from your family. Can you kind of reiterate to the people like who really don't understand? To me, because you was away at war in the Army, I kind of see like you probably fit in because you went away before.
I was in the Air Force, fool.
So you was in the Air Force. I knew you did that.
Hey, that's one of my favorite jokes, though. When you roast the Air Force song, dude, I used to cry at that night.
So explain to us, like, for us people who don't realize how hard that is, because I would love that gig, but I don't have that work ethic all the way because I'm smoking weed. So
right, but see, here's the thing with the cruise ship is you set your own schedule.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
I send them in the dates I'm available, and they fill them up. So I can work as much or as little as I want.
Nice. Oh, that's what's up. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that's the beautiful thing about it. And do like before this COVID hit, you know, I was booked out all the way until July.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
And that's the schedule you gave them?
Yep, I send them my dates and they'll fill them up.
Wow. So you get to basically travel the world, tell jokes, and get paid for it on a cruise ship with wonderful food and meet new people. Does that ever get scary? What was like the scariest moment you had on a cruise ship?
One time they ran out of beer. And, it was really scary thinking I was gonna have to start drinking wine coolers.
Yeah, because you was out. Something else. It was another health scare last year, and you was out on the cruise ships when that happened too, wasn't it?
That's true.
Wasn't it another health scare that was happening? I think it was over in the Bahamas or Haiti. I'm trying to remember where it was at, and you was on a cruise ship going over there.
No, that's when all them people was dying in the Dominican Republic.
That's what it was in the D. I knew there was something going on. You was right there.
Coming up dead in the Dominican Republic, and they were saying they would drink. It was in the drinks or something like that.
Oh, right. That's what it was.
Right, but I just stayed my ass on the ship.
Oh, okay. Well,
that's what's up now.
That's smart.
I love cruising, G. Like I love cruising, but how do you deal with the rough sea shit, man? Well, you was in the Air Force, but I mean, how you deal with that rough sea shit, man? I don't understand that part.
But see, it don't always be like that. And then, you know, I never would get seasick. And then the other thing is when that shit be rocking, dude, that shit'll rock you right to sleep.
Yeah, all right. It'll rock you to sleep.
Yeah. Well, you know, it do be soothing though. It can rock you to sleep. So I can see what he's saying with that. So,
all right, and working with them, dude, I've been to Europe like 4 times, dog.
But man, that's crazy.
Right, I could go to Barcelona and be like, oh, this is my favorite restaurant in Barcelona.
Right.
You know, I done been into the Leaning Tower of Pisa twice, and the killer is I was getting paid to do it.
See, that's a beautiful thing, man. You allowed your gift to take you all over the world, man, and that's something that people need to understand. If you got something you know is worth having and people worth seeing, man, you got to give it to them. You have no idea how far that's going to take you. This brother came, I mean, I ain't going to say it like you came from nothing, you know what I'm saying, but none of us came from money, and you've been all over the world because you funny.
Exactly, man. Exactly. So all you got to do is sometimes you just got to chase your dreams, man.
Now, after a while, it started chasing you. That's where you at.
Yeah, that happened.
Now you can't get away from it.
Right.
Yeah, man. Well,
cool.
Hey,
you got any more questions for Mark, man? Because I actually just want to ask you one more question, and that is really, as a father of girls, are you nervous when you have to stay away that long? And did you have to shoot anybody yet? Because you know what I'm saying. Your girls.
The cooler thing is, my daughter's mother is a good mother, man.
That's a blessing.
She know down a lot of everything, and my daughter wasn't lousy.
Well, it's never the girls; it's always the guys they like. They always like guys like they daddy.
Some people be having little fast ass daughters.
That's true.
True.
And see, my daughters wasn't never that type where they get. My daughters ain't never gave me no trouble. So you know, I kind of got lucky. They don't be out twerking and all that bullshit.
Well, because they got a daddy that's been there.
They wasn't never boy crazy or nothing like that.
Yeah.
And then
that has a lot to do with you, man. That has a lot to do with the father and the mother, man. If you're a good example as a man, I always believe that. I don't have a daughter, I have a son, but I feel like if you have a daughter, you have to be a good example as a man so they know the difference. And that says a lot about you.
Yeah. And since they were born, I always told them everybody will die.
Everybody.
Daddy, what that mean? I said that mean everybody gonna die.
Yeah.
The nigga who out, the valet who parked the car, the nigga who cooked, who made the salad.
Yeah, the motherfucker who made the song you was listening to. Everybody gotta go.
Everybody gonna die. The DJ on GCI, who radio station y'all listening to.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Well, that's what's up, man. Again, brother, I want to say thank you for coming out on the show, man. Blessing us on our 3rd episode. We getting it together, big bro. You know what I'm saying? We out here working and making it do what we do.
Y'all keep doing y'all thing, man.
Yeah, and look, just so you know, me and Bo, well, you know us as Shady and Two-Face. A lot of people know some different names, but we was already scheduled to perform at Riddle's Comedy Club right before the lockdown. That was gonna be the first time we was on stage in over a decade.
Man,
and we still gonna come back. We still coming back on that boy.
Yeah.
So it's gonna happen.
This should be over.
Hey, thank you again, Mark.
Thanks for having me on here. I appreciate it.
No, we appreciate
man.
you.
Much, man. Blessings to you, bro. Blessings.
And look, next time I get on the boat, Isaac, don't be wearing that jacket that look like you a Chef Boyardee body.
Yeah, you look like you got scared halfway through the roast. You was
nigga, right.
I knew you gonna go out hitting me. Shit.
What it want to be? It want to be a long short sleeve or a short long sleeve? I gotta give a shout out. I gotta give a shout out. That's one of Kenny Howe's patented roast.
Okay. Yes, sir. Shout out to the big homie, man. Kenny. Hey, look, Kenny, again, man, if y'all don't know who Kenny Howe is, it's crazy. Do your history. Understand, man. Kenny Howe architected comedy out of Chicago, man. One of the reasons everybody goes so hard, man. Mark Simmons, again, another one of the reasons why you had to learn how to roast to get on stage. Like, for me, it was like, if you couldn't roast, they wouldn't even respect you enough to give you a spot.
Nothing. And if you got that spot and you ain't killed, you
dead. You're done. 2 months before you get back up.
2 months.
Because they say something like, Mark, these new heads don't know, man. Like, you ask for a guest spot, they be like, yeah, we're going to put you up. You're going to go up after Kenny. He closing out, but we're going to give you 5 minutes after Kenny Howe.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you be like, nah, I'm going to go home. I'll catch y'all next week.
Hold on, but this is at like 2 o'clock at Giovanni's after everybody that went.
Right? Everybody showed up.
Everybody. And then,
you know, D-Ray was a mic hype, so that nigga was there damn near every week too. Everybody was there. Jeff doing 30 minutes and shit.
Right, dude. Everybody. Dude, I remember at one point I used to host Joey D's on Thursdays and Giovanni's on Fridays.
Who was that had the show at the strip club? Was that you that had a strip club show?
That was Tornado.
No, that was Tornado.
Tornado had it at the Robin's Nest.
Rest in peace. Robin's Nest. You damn right. I think we was there the first time we did it. I think you was there with us. That's why I'm thinking that.
Yeah. I forgot about the Robin's Nest.
Yeah, I ain't heard that name.
I remember the security guard of the Robin's Nest had shot inside the club from somebody shooting outside the club.
Damn. Well, that security guy was scared as hell. He didn't need to be working there.
No, it was a woman.
Oh, shit.
It was a woman security guard. They were shooting outside. The bullet came through the wall and hit her in the ankle.
Damn. So she just shot back at the wall like the wall busted her ass or something?
She limped to the bar and said, "These niggas done shot me."
Robin. That's Robin's for you.
She limped to the bar. Let me get a shot first.
She limped to the bar like, "Call an ambulance. These niggas done shot me."
These niggas done shot me.
Wasn't crying, wasn't yelling, chill. She probably say it again. Like, again? God damn it.
Yeah, that's hilarious, man. Hey,
yes, sir, man. Great times, brother. Hey, man, when this thing is over, man, I can't wait to catch up with all of y'all, including you, brother. Like, I need to catch up with you, everybody, man. It'd be cool, man, to jump on stage, you know, and introduce you to Terry Dorsey. I know you never met me. You only met Shady, so this is Terry these days.
Yeah. All right, Terrence, motherfucker.
What's your name, brother?
Tell you his middle name. Tell him your middle name.
Hey, shut the fuck up, nigga. Don't you be talking that shit on him, man. That is reserved for my wedding day only. And don't nobody say the shit in the comments, Steve. W. Richard.
All right, man. You Shanika. Keep doing your thing.
Hey, man, appreciate that, brother.
Yeah, comparable Mark Simmons. Thank you, Mark. Again, we appreciate you, man. Thank you. We'll see you later, brother.
All right, y'all. Later.
Yes, sir, man. One of Chicago's own. See, the thing is, people don't even know how many comics are from Chicago that's dipped off in all these cities, tearing shit down, man. Your cruise ships, your major cities, you know what I'm saying? All over the country, Chicago go hard, baby. And he one of the best out of the bunch, no doubt.
Man,
Steve, keep on with that bullshit, man. Keep on with that bullshit.
Keep on with that bullshit. Hey, but look,
keep on, niggas ain't see, and these my friends. That's the messed up part. These people I claim to love.
Hey,
okay.
Look, next segment we're gonna move on to, and honestly, this is actually your segment, Terry. So it's time to kind of sit back and let me have myself and let you go in real quick.
Bet 'em up. All right, y'all. So this is a segment we're trying to kick off, man. You know, it's a new show, third show. This is the third time you're doing this segment. It's called Throwing Shade. Basically, I want to throw some shade on 45. Okay, it's the reason why I think his number is 45. That's probably gonna be the pistol we need to put up to his head to end his presidency. Let me explain something to you. I'm so tired of this man. Yes, that man you see right there with the fucking, I don't even know what to call that hairstyle. Every time he has a problem, he finds a way to blame it on Obama. Now, I'm also going to not sit here and act like Obama was a perfect president. I'm not one of those people that's going to sit here and say, I think Obama was the best president of all time. What I will say, though, is I think he did a good job with what he was handed from the Republican Party. And everybody who's old enough to know what was going on for those 8 years leading up to the Obama presidency understood that when he took his speech, he said, there's no way I can fix these problems in 8 years. Every time Donald Trump has a problem, somehow Obama's name get brought up. And this time is the weirdest I've ever heard. He's trying to create a fake scandal called ObamaGate. I don't know if y'all up on that. Right, ask China. That was some ill shit, bro. Like, yeah, so even before I even get to ObamaGate, he got checked by a Chinese woman in the middle of the COVID-19 virus. That's hilarious to me, man. Because Shorty, I mean, this is proof that Asian people started out as black people. Because if she ain't look like a sister, I don't know who she looked like. She gave that boy that side eye from the front. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, that was the first problem he had this week. But the second problem for me has been ObamaGate. Basically, when confronted about by reporters on what is ObamaGate, Obama I'm sorry, not Obama. I'm sorry. You're right. My bad, bro. I didn't mean to misspeak your name. Trump responded with, you know what it is. You know, you kind of know what it is. I'm like, motherfucker, this ain't a rap song. We want details. You are the POTUS. You are the president of the United States. If you're going to make an accusation against Obama saying he has committed some of the most heinous crimes in the history of the presidency, and it's ObamaGate, and no one's asked about it. No one's talked about it except for you. You said it's been going on for 8 years. That's the problem I have with you. Why don't you focus on the problems we have right now with Trump? What's up, Ryan? With Trump, and stop focusing on the beef you had with Obama. All right, that's why I can't respect this dude, man. I can't have respect for this dude because he won't stand up for himself while he's always trying to push other people down. ObamaGate is another propaganda bullshit scheme to take away from the fact that he is going to be the president that resides over the worst medical catastrophe we've had in America. And I got in trouble last week for comparing this to polio. And honestly, polio does not compare to the numbers that COVID-19 has produced in 1 year. What we've dealt with in 1 year. And that's this dude. And while he's on the seat, this is the same man that said during the outbreak that happened in the first term of the Obama administration that Obama handled it badly. And if he was president, he would never handle it like that. That if there's any problems that happen, this is a quote, a misquote, but if there's anything that happens, it falls on the president's shoulders. I'm ready for this dude to at least stand up and be half a man and take credit for some of the bullshit that he's a part of, man. So that's all I really got, man. Just throwing shade on Trump one more time, man. It ain't really funny. I'm a little upset about it because I'm just tired of it, man. In the midst of all this other racist stuff, man, in the midst of everything else we got going on, this idiot is constantly trying to just bury the presidency that was the first black president. And that's America. So that's it. Throwing shade.
Throwing shade. So look, our next segment, I've been kind of actually because we've been having some issues with our nurse trying to log in. I think her phone got COVID. Let me see if we can get her on now. I think she's about to log in now, so let me see if I can get her in now. Other than that, Shady, on that Trump stuff, just real quick, while she's logging in, Steve said, "Fuck Trump, he's an idiot."
Oh, he is an idiot, that's for sure. But it's the people that support him that piss me off, and he keeps fueling the fire on that. You know what I'm saying? He's fanning the flames of racism, man. And at the end of the day, that needs to be stopped. You know what I mean? And, like the only president that was assassinated in this country that I can remember, I'm sorry, that you know, in my lifetime, my parents' lifetime, he was assassinated because he was about unity. But you can get up here and spew hate, and there'll be no harm will come to you. And that's the bullshit. He represents the core of what this country is, not the majority of what this country has become. And that is the problem. And he keeps fueling and fanning the flames of racism and problems that we don't really need to deal with anymore. Why don't we address the issues that we have, man?
Exactly. And it would make the most sense if we did that. So, you know, hey, man, unfortunately, they all got COVID now in the White House. So they all scrambling because they didn't want to take it serious. Oh, Trump said, I ain't wearing my mask. I ain't getting no test. Now his ass running.
He gonna come to the next press conference with his hair pulled over his face. He gonna pull it down off his head and wrap it around the front of his face.
Now his ass is running. So yeah,
it'd be a damn shame if COVID took out Trump.
Oh yeah, she wanna my nurse wanna hurry up. Yeah, this is so true, Steve. You ain't never lying. It is crazy, but now that
pretty crazy.
Now that they got corona though, it's a problem. And speaking of corona, our next topic is our health hero, and our
health hero of the week
is Carlyn husbands, and we are waiting on her to get on.
The same thing. How about this?
And I think she's trying. So she said, nope, it's the same thing. Unfortunately, this app, if she might got an iPhone. If you got,
I got an iPhone.
For some reason, this app don't want to work on your phone. But Carlyn Husbands is our Daisy. She is the Daisy Award winner for Extraordinary Nurses. She won it last year of 2019 and then was nominated again this year. She's so amazing. She's like LeBron, hopefully not the real LeBron, hopefully like the video game LeBron that wins multiple championships. She's like the LeBron of nurses right now. She's just killing the game. So we like to also give shouts out to all our friends who are not only amazing on stage or behind these beats or behind the microphone, but that can throw a needle and pull some blood and treat people right and become an extraordinary hero. So we just really want to give a super big, wonderful shout out to the homegirl, Carlyn Husbands, the registered nurse. She is our health hero of the week. And again, she won the Daisy Award and she is nominated for 2020's Daisy Award. Come on, man. How do you get better than that? That's amazing for our nurses out there who out there and work.
Hey, real quick, hey, Face.
Yes.
I got Carly on the phone. Carly, say what's up. Whoa, Carly, can you hear me?
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Hey, Carly, that's that Boost Mobile we got. You should have called my phone. I got a real.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
So we was trying to.
A little bit. He's a little light.
What'd she say?
She said you're a little light. Just speak up a little bit, bro.
So we were trying to catch you in your scrubs and at work. Tell us about what's really going on. And
I'm still here.
No, I'll do it. You still at work right now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm actually about to change clothes now. We're actually doing better. We were actually the second largest hospital hit. Hey, Carla, how are you? The second largest hospital hit with COVID in Illinois. We've seen over 1,200 cases, but things are getting better.
Well, that's good to hear, man. But what do you mean by better? Like, it's like, are there less patients or are patients recovering?
Slowing down. Definitely the stay-at-home order is what actually slowed all this down. The biggest thing wasn't that we could not save people. The biggest thing was we didn't have enough resources. So when you got all these people sick at one time with limited ICU beds, limited staff, that's where the problem comes in because you can't get the care you need to give.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have enough staff, you have an influx of people. So the stay-at-home order is actually what helps slow that down. There was a time for 4 weeks, we got a 32-bed ICU. Every bed was filled with a ventilated, sedated, highly acuity patient.
Wow. Now, I got a question because a lot of people are worried that since they're going to be opening up certain parts of the society and we're going to slowly try to open things up, are you guys preparing for a surge? Do you guys expect a surge, or is it, I'm just curious to what you guys are doing on that side, because I know what they're doing in government, but what are you guys doing?
We are just as worried. So, we are not prepared for another surge. If you see a lot of my Facebook posts initially when this all started, we didn't have the equipment we needed. That was the biggest concern. We were out there hitting the pavement, looking for our own N95s, not wanting to reuse them, trying to get protective equipment. We were prepared that we just weren't going to have them. So a lot of nurses, especially in ICU, we put in the footwork, and the community was awesome with giving supplies. Wow. So now we've caught up. because like all of the resources, they had to help New York first. New York was totally underwater with no supplies. So all of the stuff we had reserved and all these shipments got switched to go there first. So we were working on reserves we had. That's when it came in. You got to reuse your mask up to 5-6 times. It's like, I'm not going in these people's room that are highly infectious, not knowing. So that's when we start buying those painter masks. Like all of the nurses in the ICU, we ended up getting those P100s. And so when we start getting those, that left other resources for other people in the hospital, like the ER and the other floors. And then the community was awesome. They've donated so much supplies, and now we're caught up now. You know what I mean? Now everything is coming in. We're caught up. It's still very limited. Like we only get 1 mask a day, but the people who purchase their own P100, those reusables, we don't really too much even bother the hospital stock. So that's used for other resources like housekeeping, dietary, lab, radiology, all those people that everybody forgot about that need masks too.
Wow, that's crazy. So
initially, and the anxiety, I mean, was on 30. Like I haven't slept in probably like about 6 weeks. Just the anxiety of having to come in. Now we're kind of used to this norm. You come in here, you hit the ground running. Everybody's high acuity. And when it first kicked off, you had a lot of codes and rapid responses on the floor. So now you in here dealing, and an ICU response to that because people would crash so quickly. It'd be a matter of like, you see them be on high oxygen, they do okay, and then 2 hours later, they're short of breath, unresponsive, panting, high flow oxygen. You got to intubate, and that's when they're most infectious.
Now, how is this affected? Like, I mean, because, you know, I know your husband, I know, you know, we're all friends and stuff, but how has this been affecting you at home? Because, I mean, I'm sure you're working more hours than normal. I know you're a little nervous. Are you even going home? Like, how do you even leave the hospital and go home?
So we made a conscious decision at first. I was not necessarily going to quarantine myself. I was going because we didn't know how long this was going to be. So this could be, since we're still going through it, that means I would have gone like going the 2nd month and not seeing my family. I mean, he was anxious a lot of times. It was hard because we didn't know what to expect. So we just took the preparations like we change our clothes when we come here. We leave everything pretty much we can here. As soon as I hit the door, I clear everything in the garage, go straight to the shower. Yeah. So that's been the anxiety, just making sure that I won't be the reason to cause somebody else in my family to get sick.
Now, but you have been able, you've been doing this but you've been doing this for 2 months and everydady's fine. The kid's fine, the husband's fine, everybody's good.
Yes.
So that's a blessing.
Nobody in my house. If we have contracted it, we're asymptomatic. We don't have any symptoms.
Got it.
Yeah.
You got any questions, Bo? I want to try to get you to get a question from Bo. I know he has something for you.
No, you actually, I guess I had written it down. You had asked a question I wanted to about how was it affecting her and the family, because I know a lot of nurses was trying to sleep in their cars or getting mobile homes. And then I know you guys are truly superheroes because I know they don't tell you what's going on until you get to the hospital most of the time, correct?
Correct. So when this first started, like all of this stuff became like, it got unveiled to us when it got unveiled to you all. We knew cases were going to come because actually my daughters went to, my middle child, she went to HF. And so when they first got a letter home about their case, we knew it was coming. Like it was just a matter of time when it was going to come. But the way it came and the intensity and not being prepared is what increased the anxiety for everyone. That was the hardest part. Like, so now what we're going to do, we were more concerned, like the people that were standing next to us, are we going to see these people at the end when it's over? We did have some staff that felt extremely sick from COVID. Wow. Like sick. I mean, I can't go into detail with HIPAA and stuff. Right. And so that was the scariest part, like making sure we cannot lose anybody in our team from this, from trying to help somebody. So that was the scariest part. Like, so you come in here, we have times when we would just cry. We were scared. We didn't know. Right. This was new to us too. And I just kept thinking, like, you know, it was this one post with that one nurse going around how she was immunocompromised and that she quit. They sent it to the COVID floor. Nobody wants to work the COVID floor, but it has to be done. Like, if it was your mom, you would want me to stay. Yeah. If it was your kids in that bed, you would want us to stay. So when people were saying just quit, I've been a nurse for 15 years. How do I just quit? If that was my mama, I would want you to stay. Please do what you can for her.
Yeah.
So that was thing. A lot of time my family was calling me like, well, you shouldn't go. You shouldn't do this. I will not do that. I mean, this is, but I am not a soldier. People say that. I am not a soldier. I'm not prepared, to go to war to die. You know what I mean? I'm not prepared to come to work to die. I will do what I can if I can get what I can. I need the equipment.
Exactly.
So that was the scariest part.
Well, I know you're not a soldier, but you are the Daisy Award winner. Now, I saw this post because we're Facebook and Instagram friends. Why don't you explain to people what is the Daisy Award so they can understand what that award, and I can understand what the award is.
That is a national nursing award that was started by a foundation. Actually, I don't know the exact family, some rich family. Their son had a terminal illness and he was dying. And he would always just ask for Cinnabon. So the nurse would sometimes bring him a treat. And they just appreciate the nursing staff. So ever since then, they started a foundation. I can't think of the person.
Is it Patrick Barnes? Foundation. It says in memory of Patrick Barnes, so I take it that was the son.
That might be the kid, his parents. And they started a foundation where even in Africa, they have people, a tribe they sculpt these sculptures that they made specifically for nurses and caring. And it's just been a national-wide thing. I think it's been going on since like 1990, somewhere around there.
Okay.
So last year I won. This year I was a nominee.
Oh, okay.
So I got nominated again. So I was glad to do that. I must be doing something right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, you back to back. This was your LeBron year. Last year was your Jordan year.
I was trying. I didn't even know I was nominated. So
that's dope. But I mean, last year was your Jordan year. You took it. This year you went to the finals. Still an MVP, especially in my eyes. I appreciate you. I really do.
All day.
It was good to share with somebody else, another person on my floor. So that's cool.
Oh, nice. So it's still somebody. Okay, cool. Yeah, but that's cool, man. Well, listen, we want you to be safe, man. You got to understand, man. I'm praying for you. I'm praying for all my friends that work in the medical industry that you guys come out of this safe and your families are safe, man. I'm doing what I can on my end, you know what I mean, to try to help out and things of that nature. But we just want you to try to stay encouraged, man. That's why Bo wanted to make sure he spotlighted you. So you stay encouraged. We know it's not easy. You know what I'm saying? I know you're hearing this all the time, but we just want to tell you too. Like, we love you. We care about you. We love your family, man. We hope that everybody is well. And we really do appreciate the help because it is a sacrifice, even though it's your job. So thank you.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Y'all be safe too.
Okay. Thanks, Carlyn. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay. Take care.
Take care. Tell everybody I said what's up.
Okay. Right. I will do.
Bye-bye. Yeah, see? We made that happen. Teddy Riley could learn from us.
Apparently, there's a ghost behind you.
It is a ghost, but it's not. I got the window open. It's 70 degrees. And keep on my little curtain.
Apparently, there's a ghost behind you. So we gonna keep this show rolling. We actually making really great time, y'all, and this is amazing. And it's about time in our show for Faced. It's my step.
Got it. FaceTime.
FaceTime. So in FaceTime, I just want to give a little FaceTime to show a little love to Lil Richard.
Yes, sir.
Show a little love to Betty Wright, Ben Stiller, and Lil Richard. And it's a couple of other people that died, especially a lot of people who died from Corona and COVID. A lot of people who didn't die from it, who's getting blamed on Corona and COVID. But I did want to take a little moment to give a shout out and say, Little Richard was an icon, man. I appreciated his art. I thought his movie was good. Little Richard was the man. And I think Betty Wright, she did house music, right? She was an amazing house singer. And just want to give shout outs and love to the families out there who lost people. Man, I know normally Face is about something negative, but I also want to put out positive. It's still kind of negative because I'm talking about death. But at the end of the day, who cares? You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm talking about what I want to talk about is FaceTime. It's my face. It's my time. But look, though, other than that, FaceTime is also what I also want to talk about on FaceTime is Donald Trump as well. Unfortunately, Terry hit me, and he was right about Donald Trump. He was a jerk, and I'm kind of glad that the whole White House has COVID. Actually, I think more people in the White House should have COVID, and let's make sure this thing actually works or doesn't. Because if the White House survived, man, all of them old, every one of them got to be 70 to be in that thing. So if the White House survived, I believe that we should be okay. And the third topic I got on FaceTime is, why Indiana opening? Y'all just closed 2 weeks ago. How y'all gonna open before Chicago? Y'all closed after us. I had made a post to tell y'all to go to East Chicago because we was closed and y'all was trying to come from Indiana here when y'all wasn't closed yet. And now y'all want to open back up? Look, stay y'all Hoosier asses over there. Don't open over here. Stay y'all asses over there and leave us the fuck alone while we on lockdown. Until Governor Pritzker let us out, leave us the hell alone, okay? It's FaceTime. That's all I'm saying. You got anything to say about my 3 topics, Dorsey? You on mute, sucker. So look,
I always do that because I be over here on BS when I'm like, oh, I ain't on camera. Well, cool. Let me go ahead and check my inbox, see who's trying to get that. But no, you're right. I mean, it's hard to not talk about Trump. I don't really have any Trump jokes. So this is the only time I get to have an open forum to talk about my, discord for this dude. Yeah. And it is just kind of ridiculous. But you bring up a good point. Maybe now it'll be taken a little bit more seriously. You know what I'm saying? Because we kind of dropped the ball. And you know what? Let me explain something to everybody. That's okay. Our government dropped the ball 4 years ago when we allowed this man to become president. Yeah. We dropped the ball as citizens when we didn't use our Second Amendment right and storm the White House and demand something better be done. Exactly. We don't have to take the choices that they give us. That's a lie. No, there's a reason for the Second Amendment, and the Second Amendment is so you have the right to bear arms in case your government gets so out of control, you can storm the White House or whatever, the Capitol, whatever, and take back, because this is our government, and we tend to allow them to just be a governing body, but they are our government. And so there's been a lot of things. This wasn't just his fault. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is as much our fault for allowing this shit to continue as it is his fault for trying to continue as well.
Yeah, that's real.
You know what I mean?
So, hey, and that's what all I got to say. All I'm saying is, for last time, y'all go in the White House and sneeze and see what happened. If they survive, we good. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I'm saying? They better survive. They got the best of the best. If they don't survive and they got the best of the best and they known about it before we did, then that means, hey, we got to stay in the house. We govern ourselves anyway. So you've been faced. All right. So our next topic is,
we're gonna get into some road stories, man. So the road stories, and y'all know how it is. The funniest stuff that happens to comedians is not just what happens on stage, man. It's a lot about like what happens before you even get to the show. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So what I'm thinking is, this one I want to bring up. I know you probably got one you want to bring up too. And we were talking about this earlier this week. That's why I really want to bring it up again. Because me and Bo, when we were Tu-Shay-De, just as we were Tu-Shay-De, we had this joke, and we always will let people know, like, listen, music controls your mind.
Changes your mood.
It controls your mood. That's why they even said the devil was the minister of music in heaven. He handled the entertainment. So one day we was driving. I'm thinking we going to Atlanta, if I ain't mistaken. And Michi was driving. You remember that face?
Oh yeah.
Because you know how it is when you're on the road. Everybody rotates. You know what I'm saying? Dang, who's that? Security? Oh no, it's Keon. All right, so everybody,
rotate.
You
got security, baby. We keep security, baby. Don't get.
Yeah, you gotta watch that corner if y'all ain't see last week. But anyway, we're driving and we rotating, right? And, this time Michi was ready to drive. And I think Face asked him, I think Bo asked him, like, yo, man, you want me to take over? Somebody asked him they want to take over. And he was like,
because he had been driving like 4 hours. And we like, bro, I can take over.
Yeah. And he was like, no, man, I got it, bro. And we was listening to Outkast. Now, this is the Stankonia album for all the OGs in the building, right? What song was we listening to, Face? It was Bombs Over Baghdad. Now, if you're a real hip hop head, you know Bombs Over Baghdad is a song that will not allow you to sit still.
Slow down, sit still, nothing.
You can't do nothing. The song just pumps your adrenaline, man. Like you said, yeah, by the time they get to that bridge, pop, gold music, electric with Bob. And we laughing, I'm talking about we having the time of my life. We out there living our best life. We 22, 23 years old, you know what I'm saying? Riding in the truck, kicking it. Michi doing about 90 miles an hour. And what happened next? Yep. Now, you know, there's 4 comics in the car, so the car don't smell nothing. It smell like the back of Snoop Dogg's throat. You understand what I'm saying? We probably had just put out the blunt for sure. We had been doing everything. So now we like, oh shit, Mitch going to jail. We making jokes about it because we comics. Like, Mitch, you about to go to jail. Then you got you caught your speed, you going to jail. And that's what happened. We didn't know that's what was going to happen. But come to find out, my boy Michi, man. Shout out to Michi Hall too, man. That's one of OG, the original Crew Brothers, the original Last Laugh, man. This is a story from probably like 2003. Man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Michi did get pulled over. I think did we have to bail him out? Did he get arrested?
He got arrested. Yes. So what happened was, let me tell you what happened, right?
Okay, finish it up. That's what I remember so far. I knew you'd be able to fill in the details.
So look, we in the car, right? So we driving. Woo! So Michi pull over. And the first thing he say is what? Fuck. So we already knew if somebody get pulled over, we already gonna say shit. But when you say fuck,
you going to jail.
It's a problem. That means something going on that you should never see a police officer. So then Michi gonna say, my license suspended.
Now you tell us? Now, this is the wrong time, bro.
I just asked you an hour ago if you wanted me to drive because you've been driving 5 hours. You say no, and then you're going to tell us your license is suspended when the cop come on? All right.
He said take off that red bow tie, too.
Hey, man, look, damn you, man. This is my corona mask. I need to get about it. Yeah. So, look.
You know that mask don't work. I can hear you clear as hell through that weak-ass mask.
They said you can feel air. It don't work, so, yeah. Yeah. So the police officer come to the door. Michi said, hey, officer. He said, hey, boy, you know you was speeding? He's like, no, I didn't really realize it. So he told him step out. Michi said, well, you know I'm a comic. I was on BET Comic.
Yeah, he did.
He said, well, he pulled the handcuffs out while he was telling me, well, this better not be on BET.
He sure did, bro. I forgot that is what the cop said. Well, it better not be on BET.
And the handcuffs shit out
bro, that ain't no part of a lie. I ain't thought about that. He sure did say, well, it better not be on BET.
Yeah, you're right. That nigga ain't drove. And then he took his ass 70 miles west. We followed it. And that's the thing. When you're on the road, let me hit y'all about some real true life shit of you on the road and you gotta really figure this out. If you're on the road, like, bro, and the police get you and they take one of you to jail like they did Shady before.
Hey man, that's another story for another day. Stop putting my business out there, man. Come on, man. We talked about this already, man. That's a different.
Like 12 years old. You was driving at 12. You wasn't even supposed to be driving, so you supposed to go to jail.
Say less.
But if you get pulled over, just realize that it's a lot of these hick towns ain't from these big towns like we are from. So they take you straight to county. So give Michi a ticket. You know, he get out. He's sitting in jail. No, he was in orange jumpsuit.
He had the orange jumpsuit on.
Like hours. We had to wait for this dude.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that got him out of jail and went to do the show and did our damn thing. And I think we had some fun. I mean, like some real fun after that show too. Because I mean, you know, not only did we do comedy, we just freed Meech. Yeah. So it was like, you know, we just broke out. Freed Meech. We freed Meech. Way before
Meech.
That's the original Free Meech. So we have freed Meech and we did a comedy show. So we celebrated, man. We partied hard after that, man. Hey, next week, hey, look though, for real, y'all need to tune in next week. I think next week we need to tell the story about what happened in Chicago State with me, you, Lil Rel, and Wildcat. Don't give me no spoilers though, but you know what I'm talking about.
Well, you know, depending on our guest next week, because I know we got some road stories with our guests next week.
Okay.
So look, hey, it's
so many of them.
blessing, and we got millions of road stories. We was on the road more than a lot of the newer comics back in the day, I guess, because we had this gimmick of the two comics, and then we both were crazy as shit, so we had no filters.
Now, let's just tell the truth. I had a car that can make it out of town, so we got booked a lot, and we was funny.
Shady, Shanika, that's who drove all the time. He had to drive home. Everybody else was scared. He's only suspended. Wildcat was like, damn that. And Shady was the only one to get us
Steve stupid. Steve said, tell Mark little ass we got 15 people now. Bastard. Nah, it's all good, man.
Hey, you know, and that was our
road. Be like that, man. It's the third week, man. We just getting this thing going. And of course, you know, this is gonna be on YouTube as well. So we're building an audience, man. We appreciate every single one of y'all that tuned in to check us out and hear us talk crap for a couple minutes, man. So thank y'all for tuning in, man. Really.
Yeah, so I sure had Mark Simmons, the amazing Mark Simmons, on his
yes, sir.
Martin Lawrence stand-up. He did his Laugh Factory show. It was amazing. He talked to us about his family and being on the road. Then we had Nurse Carlyn. Ooh, she got really in depth. So for our nurses out there, you know, much love, much respect. We out here, we looking out. On the radio show I do on Wednesdays, we were talking about putting a petition together, and we're going to do that on this show as well, to send to all the governors to try to get any of you medical workers who don't have enough PPE, because some of y'all don't, to get y'all that stuff, because they are handing it out. So, and they do have it. They just got to find who they need to give it to. So, yeah, for our medical workers, man, God bless y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes, yes, thank you.
And we all know that y'all don't know, y'all can't stop. So this got y'all working double. You heard Carly, she could barely sleep. She working so much.
That's what I'm hearing from everybody, bro, that works in the medical field. Like I talked to Naharia, you know what I mean? That was one of my best, you know, Naharia Holt. And she's saying the same thing. You know, she doesn't have any time to sleep. Even when she sleep, it's hard for her to go to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, not U of I, Steve. That's a whole nother trip. I'm talking about Chicago State. That's what I meant. Chicago State with a little rail stole on that dude. I ain't gonna get into it.
We'll talk about that later. Well, either way, you nurses, much love, much respect. And we know that y'all got it very hard, and y'all can't even stop. After it's over, you still gonna have to do your job, and you don't have any days off. So if you see a nurse, help a nurse. If you in the hospital, quit being an asshole.
Straight up.
You know these nurses is working their ass off. If you are a patient, I understand it's difficult, it's hard. Get on FaceTime, get on Facebook, watch TV. Like, understand that these nurses have been really working. Don't press them too hard. Let them take care of you so you can be taken care of, right?
Yes, sir.
So that's pretty much our intro of the show. Shady did throwing shade, talking about Trump. And we both
can't help it, man. He give you so much to talk about, man. Yeah. I swear to God, though, I never wrote one Trump joke though on stage. I never talk. I never wanted to give him that type of space. But since we're in this open forum and we talk, I was like, man, no, I got to speak on Buddy, man, because it's like it's completely disrespectful, not just to the presidency, but to minorities in this country. The way he's been talking and the way he's been speaking, being the most powerful executive. There's no excuse for that. If he worked for Amazon, he would have been fired. If he worked for Facebook, he would have been fired. If he's the CEO of the United States, he should be fired.
Exactly. So,
period.
And on that note, Tu-Shay-De Radio, thank all of you guys for coming out.
Thank y'all.
On behalf of myself, Robert Kane, a.k.a. Two-Face, a.k.a. Bo, and my good friend, best friend, and partner,
Mr. Terry Dorsey, a.k.a. Shady, a.k.a. Big T, a.k.a. at your baby mama house. I'm definitely catch y'all next week, man.
All right,
come back. We're going to get better every week, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. We just come back. We're going to get better. We got, man, y'all should see some of the people we got lined up to be on this show, man. You get an insight into their life. Come on. See y'all next week.
Hey, man. See you guys next week, man.